Hey, welcome everyone. This is Mike from zozostockwatch.com. This is going to be your stock watch list for Thursday, the 25th of July. Sorry for the technical difficulties last night. Tried to get a video out. Spent an hour making it and just did not want to go. It uploaded, but there was no charts or anything in the video, so my apologies for that. So let's go ahead and get into tonight's video. Fingers crossed that this one will work. We hope so. Today, the market's rebounding today. The Dow Jones actually down 79, a little bit of a mixed on earnings releases here for the markets. Boeing and Caterpillar adding to the losses in the Dow. The transports were up 58, the Nasdaq plus 70, and the S&P 500 plus 14. So here's your heat map, courtesy of FinViz here. Facebook up today, 1%. Microsoft climbing. The banks continuing to move up here. Visa, after they announced their earnings, were up 1.33%. Amazon going into earnings on Thursday, up fractionally for the day. Some of the biotechs were red. Merck down today. Pfizer moving down today. J&J bouncing a bit on this name. AbbVie is going to be reporting earnings on Friday. This stock down fractionally for the day. But overall, kind of a mixed bag here on the markets. Let's go ahead and look at some of the stocks that were popping. This courtesy of the Trade Exchange and NDM on our top gainers for the day. Snap, after their earnings report, had a nice move up and growing that subscriber base to Snap user base, I should say. We had CSTM had earnings today, and they pushed that one up. NAVI was moving up, and ADMP. To the downside, OBLN. We also had EGLE. iRobot announced earnings last night. That one took a hit today. MKTX took a hit today. Six Flags, SIX, taking a hit 6% on the day. Some of your unusual options activity for the day. You had call activity, ALLY, SLV, AXGT, DVN, FEYE, FireEye. Also chatter around the name on FireEye. To the put side, WBT, HPE, MNK, Nordstrom's, JWN, and MAR all had unusual put activity. Facebook. This was the news that was moving Facebook around today. They get a $5 billion settlement, blasted as insufficient by the FTC's own chiefs. Just $5 billion on a company that revenue makes $50 billion, $5 billion a drop in the bucket, I guess, there. This was kind of moving the, this came out yesterday. The Dow Jones launches antitrust probe into big tech companies, so that kind of held Google back today. Didn't affect Facebook. Amazon was kind of quiet today, but this is overhanging on the large tech stocks. But even so, even with that coming out last night, the Nasdaq was still plus 70 points on the day. Something that I really liked seeing today was the IWM. Look at this big push up. We got some institutional buying coming in here. 22.4 million shares in the IWM, kind of pulling us out of the doldrums here and bouncing us with a nice push up. We got back above that 155 spot here on the IWM. That's the Russell 2000. The IWC, the micro caps, also popping today a little bit. Still has work to do, holding above that $90 area on the micro caps. The SPY, big day, big move up here in the SPY. 47 million shares in the SPY, as you can see, right from the open, and then it was straight up. Basically, the news that the face-to-face will be happening this Monday. So China and the United States will be meeting face-to-face. And don't forget, we're going into the Fed announcement next Wednesday on the 31st. So there's supposed to be at least a 25 basis point cut there in the from the Fed, so that pushing the SPY up. We had good earnings from TXN, the semiconductor stock, Texas Instruments, and that was moving the SMH up real strong here on the SMH. So a big move up there on that. Let's go ahead and look at some of the sectors today. Some of the sectors that were moving around today to the plus side. We had JNUG moving up over 5% on the day on JNUG. Nougat was climbing a little under 3% here. The SMH up over 2.5% on the day on the SMH. The regional banks were popping up today. The KRE up over 2.33%. Like I mentioned, the IWC was moving up 1.85%. The IWM was up 1.65%. Snap moving the social ETF up today, up 1.68%. To the downside today, more volatility came out of the market, more complacency. The VIX with a 12 handle on the VIX, down 4% for the day. Nat gas dropping 2.5% for the day. Oil moving down today, 1.86% on the USO. Oil itself was down, basically flat on oil. Today it closed at 56.77. Yesterday 56.77. Light sweet WTI crude oil. The IBB was moving up a bit today, up fractionally on the day. Let's go ahead and get into some of that news that came out after the bell tonight. This courtesy of the Trade Exchange, built for traders by traders. They do audio news throughout the day and visual news throughout the day. The Trade Exchange. Check it out if you're looking for a good news service for a reasonable price. So we start out with NXGN. The earnings per share missed by 4 cents. Revenue miss. That one popping down here in the after hours. NTGR earnings per share beat by 3 cents. Revenue beat. NTGR Netgear, that stock moving up in the after hours, closed at about 28 and change. Currently trading up a couple of bucks here in the after hours. And Netgear also authorizes incremental repurchase of up to over 4,500,000 shares for Netgear. Cara came out with an offering. Cara has been a very strong stock, but they hit us with an offering tonight after the bell. That stock moving down. Offering means dilution in shares, and so that pushing Cara down in the after hours. KN earnings per share beat by 3 cents. Facebook had earnings after the bell tonight. Facebook beat by 9 cents. Revenue beat on FB Facebook. So that stock popped up to 216. Very volatile in the after hours session tonight, closing or hanging around this 206 area. Had closed at 204, so Facebook up a couple of dollars in the after hours. We did get one of the casino stocks reporting after the bell. LVS misses by 6 cents and a revenue miss there on LVS. That stock pushing down in the after hours. Let's see if it's affecting WIN ticking down a little bit in the after hours tonight in sympathy to LVS. Let's see, what else do we have? FFIV had earnings after the bell. Tonight, that stock moving down. Earnings per share missed by 5 cents. Revenue beat for FFIV. Scrolling through the news, and let's see, ALGN earnings per share beat by 32 cents and a revenue beat on ALGN. Last time I looked at it, yeah, it was taking a big hit here. The stock closed at $275, currently trading at $215. They lowered their guidance here on ALGN. That's what's pushing that one down. We got Spirit Airlines with earnings out. They beat by 5 cents. Revenue in line on SAVE, S-A-V-E. That stock moving down in the after hours on that name. Let's see, now over in the software space, NOW, software application space. Earnings per share beat by 7 cents, beat on revenue for NOW. The stock moving down, trying to recover a little bit here in the after hours. A big move down. The stock closed at 297. So about $10 from the closing price here on now. So not faring too well. And PayPal beat by 11 cents, but a revenue miss on PYPL. That stock trading down in the after hours. 121.30 was our closing price. So we're down about $5 in the after hours tonight on that one. Ford missed on earnings here. Letter F, that stock trading down, missed by 2 cents. Revenue beat on Ford. PayPal also lowers their revenue estimates, so that'll do it all the time when you lower those revenue estimates. XLNX beat by 3 cents, revenue miss. XLNX, that stock trading down in the semiconductor space. Let's see, what else do we have after the bell tonight? ORLY, earnings per share missed by 15 cents and a revenue miss. ORLY, that's a specialty retail auto parts, not really being affected currently by ORLY, holding up there in the after hours. And looking for Tesla here. Here comes Tesla. Tesla getting slammed after they announced the earnings. It was a miss all around. Tesla missing on this name. Let's see, lost $1.12. Estimate for a loss per share was 31 cents. So real loss there on Tesla. Let's see, revenues came in at 6.5 billion. I'm sorry, 6.35 billion. Came in at expected was 6.43 billion, so they missed on revenue, and so we had a miss of 40 cents here. $1.12 versus 40 cents. So we missed about by 80 cents or so here on Tesla. Tesla from letter in the second quarter of 2019, we achieved record deliveries, vehicles, and record production, 87,000 vehicles, surpassing our previous quarterly records of 91,000 delivery, 86,000 units, blah, 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 blah. In the meantime, though, we still didn't make money to the bottom line on Tesla. So right now, Tesla getting hit in the after hours tonight. You can kind of pause the video if you want to read this all for yourself. And we'll keep moving slowly on the news here. Automotive gross margins 18.9% down from 20.2% last quarter for Tesla. So their margins were down also in TSLA. And then we did get some. We had some top insider purchases here on ATEX. Looks like a couple of directors made some insider purchase ATEX. Not much reaction to that in the after hours tonight. So the big names coming out with earnings tonight, and this courtesy of the trade exchange. Your earnings for tomorrow before the bell, you have 3M, which took a big hit on their last earnings. 3M reporting tomorrow before the bell. Waste Management, Comcast will be reporting. Another airline, LUV, Southwest Airline, defense name Raytheon will be reporting. Thursday after the bell, you get Amazon, Google, Intel, Starbucks, Altasian will be reporting. Team, the symbol there on that name, leading us up into Friday for Twitter, AbbVie, McDonald's, Goodyear will be reporting. So a few more earnings coming up, and then we have more earnings into next week. Probably Apple will be reporting next week. Just for you SPY traders, so at the open, the SPY was climbing up. Nice push up. Bulls were in charge all day. We did test VWAP a little bit here. We held VWAP, and then we were off to the races for the rest of the day. Strong close. Not really moving too much down in the after hours with Tesla missing, Facebook beating. So the SPY holding on in the after hours for tonight so far. Just to show you a couple of names that took a hit today after they announced earnings in the Dow. Dow. The reason why the Dow was down today, Boeing released their earnings this morning, and the stock basically down all day. Caterpillar, there were periodic bounces in Caterpillar, but overall a down day for Caterpillar, another component of the Dow. So that did not help the Dow. Caterpillar also lowered their guidance on Caterpillar, so taking a big hit on that name today and moving the Dow down today. UPS reported earnings today, had a very strong day on UPS. Big volume came into UPS. Maybe one to watch in the next few days for continuation move. FedEx also moving up a little bit today. Actually, UPS looking a little bit better, stronger daily chart here on UPS. But anyway, they reported earnings today on UPS. So a good numbers came out by them, and they're anticipating drone delivery by the end of this year. UPS coming out and stating that. Anyway, UPS popping today. So let's go ahead and get into that watch list for tomorrow. We'll start out with AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. Had a nice day today. Like it if it's above this 34 level. It closed at 34.11 today, but in the after hours kind of drifting down a little bit. But back over maybe 34.11, 34.15 for AMD. I'll keep this one on watch. The semis have been very strong. CRON, Cronus Group, we'll be watching this one. Still battling at the 200 SMA. Buyers keep showing up here. If it can take out the highs today, $5.69 might make a nice recovery and a move up, continuation move on Cronus Group. Not the prettiest of charts, but we'll be watching this one for maybe intraday plays. You see here, got up over 1530 on the day and made a nice move up. So we'll see if we can catch something like that in that one. 3D DDD popped up today a little bit. Has this 915 area up ahead on 3D systems. 1.6 million shares. It's been basing for a while. Its counterpart SSYS in the 3D printing space daily has been holding up stronger. So maybe DDD wants to start turning the corner here. So one to watch, I think. DMPI didn't catch this one today, but it popped up all the way to 250. Look at this big volume, 15.3 million shares in DMPI. So this one will be on watch for tomorrow. We'll see if we get an intraday setup. You know, it doesn't look pretty at all. Pretty much popped up at the open, then sold off. It did have news, so we'll see if this one maybe wants to recover tomorrow. Not a favorite. DOCU, look at this resistance line here. Maybe back over $55 a share on DocuSign, software application stock, possible breakout on this name. And so keep an eye on this one, DOCU. FVRR, a recent IPO, made it all the way up to $44. Not that that means anything, but you know, now it's pulled back, trying to turn the corner. Maybe if they can get it back over $26 a share on FVRR. So keep an eye on this one for a turnaround. Gevo, this one still needs to get up over 275, 280 area for Gevo. Volume once again light today on it, 288,000 shares. But maybe if we can get that 280 break on Gevo, we might get a move up. HOME, Tilson came out and made positive comments on HOME. Maybe they're putting themselves strategic move here, putting themselves up for sale. 11 million shares came into HOME. So this thing popped up to about the 20 SMA, 653. So if we can get up over that 650 area, maybe HOME might want to make a move. LCI popped up today, not today, the other day, up to about $9. It pulled back, two-stick pullback here, holding above 650. Let's see if they want to turn this one around on LCI. Not a pretty chart, but big volume came in it the other day. Let's see if they want to turn it around. MBOT, a low volume stock trying to turn the corner here. Let's see, I have a 735 up in the way here on this name. You can see a couple of days of buying, expanding volume, not huge volume, 389,000 shares. If they get us over this 735, it might make another move up. MGI. Also popping up today, came up to about $2.63 today. Keep this one on watch. 3 million shares came into MGI. Watch it over 255 area on this name. NIO finally broke above that 350 mark on NIO for a nice push up. Now it has that 375 spot as resistance on NIO. 37 million shares came into NIO today, so keep an eye on that one. NTRA, if you're looking for a swing trade, maybe over $27 on NTRA, looks interesting. Would like to see a little more volume come into this name, but it is holding up above the momentum moving averages on NTRA. NVTR, kind of a very different looking chart than the one I just showed you, but this one trying to turn the corner. 1.3 million shares, trying to get up over the 20 SMA here, 271. So maybe if it clears 275, 1.3 million shares. So keep an eye on NVTR. PAYS was a very strong stock, pushing up. Now we're battling here at the 50 SMA. If we can get up back above this $14 area, maybe shorts get nervous in this name and might push us higher. The high today was 13.90, so watch it over that $14 area on PAYS. Pins, this one trying to get back above this $28 area, so if it does that, you might get a continuation move on PINS, so keep an eye on that one for tomorrow. QD holding up well, holding above the 10 SMA, volume 4.3 million shares. The high today on this name was 862, so maybe over that 865 spot on this QD. Keep it on watch. QUAD also trying to turn the corner. Look at this volume that came in the other day, another million today. Maybe over 835 might get this one going. The 50 SMA is in the way though right now at 870, so just keep that in mind if you take a trade in that one. Snap had a very good day. Maybe looking for a pullback to, a red to green type of a move here on SNAP. Keep it on watch for tomorrow. Target still basing under this $90 spot on Target. Looks like it wants to maybe get above that. So watch the break of $90 on this name for Target. Tesla now, this one getting slammed, so I'll be watching this one maybe for some further shorts in Tesla. All right. Now last time we came down to about this 180 area. There was a low of 176.99, so we'll call it 177. So Tesla right now is trading at 240. That puts us right about the 20 SMA. So we'll be watching this one for shorts and longs. We'll see. Tesla can be pretty interesting intraday. So right now I'm leaning towards the short side on it for Tesla, but we'll see. Elon Musk still has to have his conference call, I believe, tonight. So that could move the stock back up. He could say anything on the conference call, but we'll be watching Tesla tomorrow. China name UXIN was perking up a little bit today. The high on this name today was 251, maybe that 255 spot, 1.1 million shares. By the way, hit the bell, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. WKHS was popping up today. We have this 418, 420 area, keeps coming up against that. There's always a number on this stock. The last time it was $3.30, and it takes a while for it to get through, and then finally it makes these bursts up through it. Intraday, it's not an easy one. For every white candle, green candle you get a pullback. So I'll be watching this one. It's not an easy intraday trader, so we'll see. XON was popping up today, 1.6 million shares back above the 200 SMA. Let's watch this one if there's any more follow through. We had a high back here of 877. The number to get above right now is 850, and then maybe we get a further push up in XON. This little yoga, if you like these under $1 names, was popping up today. YOGA, not sure if it's going to do anything, but I couldn't ignore this volume down below, 7.7 million shares. So YOGA. Another name, if you like these under 50-cent names, CNAT. This thing got a big pop up into the close. Looks like it gave it all back, though. It popped on patent news on CNAT. Don't know if it's going to do anything tomorrow. It's an under 50-cent name, but it was popping, but it looks like it gave a lot of that back later in the after hours. But CNET had patent news. That's what got it moving, 1.9 million shares. All right, this is Mike from zozostockwatch.com. Once again, my apologies for no video last night. I hope this one will upload for tonight. Have a good day trading for tomorrow, and see you back at it on Sunday. Have a good day trading the next few days.